What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC Fox Sports 1 prediction video. In a couple of days, it happens this Saturday, and it should be a pretty good event. Let's get into it. I was only going to make 3 predictions and talk about the last fight until I saw that Sarah McMahon is fighting Lauren Murphy on the prelims. This fight should not be on the prelims. Here's why. Sarah McMahon, if you don't remember, she just fought Ronda Rousey, had a very controversial stop due to knees to the body. On second look for myself, it could have gone on a little bit longer. So very controversial stop there in favor of Ronda against Sarah McMahon. She's taking on Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy is the current Invicta Bantamweight champion. Not the former, not the #1 contender. She is the women's bantamweight champion. There's no way that the former #1 contender who lost controversially to the champ and the current Invicta bantamweight champion should be on a prelim of a Fox Sports 1 card, let alone a pay-per-view. Okay? They should not be on the prelim. My opinion, gonna leave it at that. Now, women's MMA, of course, MMA period is new in the US. Women's MMA is even more new. The information is new. I don't blame the average fan for not knowing much about the ladies. However, the organization, Dana White, Furtado Brothers, Joe Silva, they do know a lot of information about these ladies. These women should be on the main card. Now, Lauren, she started fighting as an adult. She was taking her son to Brazilian Jiu-jitsu classes, found out there were some adult classes, fell in love with it, and she picked it up very quickly. She has great submissions, great ground game. She's also slightly bigger than Sarah McMahon. She's a couple inches taller. She will be bigger. She has great striking. She has heavy hands, and she can take a punch. Let me tell you, she's one of those girls that's just hard to put away. One of those fighters, that is just hard to put away. Sarah McMahon, as we know, silver medalist in wrestling, impeccable wrestling. Okay, she's smaller than Lauren, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to translate to her being less strong due to her being a wrestler. As you know, they are stronger than what they look. If this fight stays standing, I believe it goes in Lauren's favor. However, if it goes to the ground, it's interesting. It depends on who's stronger. It depends on if Sarah can lay and pray and the ground game. The positions with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu being on her back might be better for Lauren. So Sarah's going to have to be careful on the ground, because I'm pretty sure she is going to take her to the ground, but she has to be very, very careful. I'm not sure who's going to win this fight, but I'm actually going to call for Lauren Murphy just so people could realize who she is. Now, let's get into the main card. I'm choosing Brad Tavares to beat Tim Boetsch. I'm choosing Gray Maynard to beat Ross Pearson. Now, main event, we have Ovince Preux against Ryan Bader. For Ovince, this is a big fight. This is his biggest fight to date. This is a huge test. Ryan Bader, I believe, is ranked #7. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's a wrestler first. He used to be just a wrestler with kind of heavy hands. He's actually developed a nice little striking game. He's got combinations, diversity in striking, angles. He had Glover Teixeira in trouble before Glover was able. Not a lucky shot. Heavy hands is heavy hands. But Ryan had him in trouble first. So this is a tough test. Ryan is steadily improving. Ovince is steadily improving. What I like about Ovince is that we don't know much about him. He started fighting after college. He was a football player all throughout college, tried to make it pro, do what he could do with that. Couldn't go anywhere, wanted to stay athletic, fought, fell in love with it, bam, MMA fighter. Love when that happens. And we see something new from him every time he fights. New strikes, new submissions. It's pretty awesome and exciting, and I want to see what this kid has. He's 31, but I'm calling him a kid because he's so new to the sport. You know, my bad. Older than me. But so I want to see what he has, and Ryan Bader is a really good test to see what he has. If he can beat Ryan, he belongs. So I'm calling it for Ovince. Let me know what you think. Let me know your picks and predictions. Let me know any injury updates. Talk to me. Take care, and goodbye.